also be interviewing all three of the women, including Jay. I will be introducing, not interviewing, the women responsible for the first ever Readers on the River event. I'd like to welcome Liz Berry and Ms. MJ Rose. They don't want to do anything now, I told them. Just to tell you a little bit about them, MJ Rose is the New York Times and USA Today best-selling author of 18 novels and 3 nonfiction books about marketing. She's also the founder of the first marketing company for authors, Author Buzz, and the co-founder with Liz Berry of what she says is her dream come true company, 1001 Dark Nights. Thank you, MJ. And USA Today best-selling series, The Black Dagger Brotherhood. There are more than 15 million copies of her novels in print worldwide, and they have been published in 25 different countries around the world. After graduating from law school, because she's smart, she's about to be interviewed by a college dropout, though. Ward began working in healthcare in Boston and spent many years as chief of staff of one of the premier academic medical centers in the nation. Please help me welcome to the first ever Readers on the River, Ms. J.R. Ward. We can walk around. Yeah, but you have to get your wireless mic first. She knows you to work. She knows to work.
I can't sit down. I just feel kind of trapped. And so I said to Leo, I was like, can I move around? And she was like, no.
Well, here's what we'll do.
Okay.
We'll do 2 questions, and then we'll get up and do 10 jumping jacks. Okay. Then we'll do 3 questions. It'll be like Orange Theory. Do you know Orange Theory? Okay, it'll be a fitness one. All right. So all about my version of those questions, because I do want to know where you get your ideas. I'm up here. I have 3 roles, right? I'm your friend.
Absolutely.
So the things I want to know as your friend, which we probably won't talk about.
So we have this like brunch at my house for all the wonderful authors who are here, and we had these little chocolates after dessert. And he comes up to me and goes, "You got any weed?" of chocolates, and I was like, "No, I don't even drink. I barely eat." And he goes, "Well, I was trying to figure out what question can I ask that's like offensive but not over the line."
Not over the line. The reason you're a more successful writer than me is I didn't even connect the fact that I had a brownie in my hand. It's very rare that I don't have some form of brownie in my hand. It's going to be a very dirty weekend. Liz and Jillian about what I should wear to interview you on stage. And they were like, well, I would dress down because it's a very casual event. And I was like, have you ever seen J.R. Ward in public? You have a look. Here's how I describe your look. You always look like you were on the way to a glamorous charity event, but you could kick somebody's ass on the way. Your jewels are like weapons. You've got the hair is beautiful, but it's out of the way in case you have to do the hair.
This is my impression of Sally Fields from Steel Magnolias. Brown football helmet, I had blonde football helmet.
But this is, you write all the time.
Yes, every day.
All the time.
Yep. For those of you who like men with long noses.
Present.
January. And then we have The Savior coming in April. Which is Murder's book. I've seen a lot of him lately, and I love my job. And then we'll be doing an ebook in the First Responder Firefighters series, sometime probably in the summer. That's my editor who's nodding. And then the second in the First Responders series next fall. It's going to be a really good book.
They're all really
Well,
good.
no, some of them suck.
You're supposed to say that in your market. Water, excellent. I really need this.
No way.
That's why they call it a ding dong.
Why did I even bring notes? I have all these secret notes on my phone.
So what happened was, I got fired. Which should not surprise you why someone would wish to end their acquaintance with me in an employment situation. So I wrote my first 4 books under the name Jessica Bird, and they were really well received. The last one actually finaled the readers. And the problem was is that I wanted to write romance because it's what I read. And I figured I would write sort of romances like Nora Roberts. And because I loved Joanna Lindsay and Elizabeth Lowell and all that stuff. The problem was is those authors were already available, and then so I wrote these books, I followed the rules, I did everything right in terms of not killing the heroine. Okay, don't judge that actually it was my fault Selena died. And Jane.
That was on my mention list. Stop right there.
Fuck y'all.
They're drinking. They're drinking first.
Well, it's gonna be a long night for you, ladies. Fucking that bill you're gonna need for my money. When I say cunt, do you have to check?
You can say that. I can't say that. You like roses. I still have a mother.
Chris, you're practically one of us.
Give me 2 more years and come into this conference.
So what happened was they were critically received and they were good books, but they didn't sell. And so I had married my husband and we moved down here to Kentucky where he is from. And I had been a lawyer up in Boston and I quit my job and my plan was to write full time. Got down here and I got fired from my publisher, which was the right thing to do because after all it's a business and you have to be able to make money at this. So I was in a panic, and I remember when I found out I got fired, it was in the Whole Foods parking lot with my mother, and I knew that I had to reinvent myself, and so I decided, well, maybe military romance was like doing really well with Sue Brockman at the time, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll write romantic suspense, all this stuff, and my agent at the time said, what you really need to do is you need to figure out what do you want to write. Like, stop looking for other inspirations. Stop seeing what else is working. Stop making external decisions and figure out what you want to write. So my husband and I were living in this little condominium, and he would go off to work in the morning, and I would sit there in front of this computer, and nothing would come to me, and nothing would come to me, and nothing, and I was getting more and more anxious. And I'm a little bit of a type A person, so I don't like,
You're kidding.
Get ready for the shot. So I was sitting there one morning alone, and I felt this shadow. And I shit you not, this is exactly what happened. And so I felt this shadow kind of behind me, and I was like, I could tell that there was something standing behind me. And I was like, okay, this is a little bit freaky. And the next morning, it was still there. And the next morning, it was still there. And I was like, what is this thing? And then all of a sudden, on the 4th or 5th day, I sat down, and this story started to write, and it was Dark Lover. And the funny thing was, is I kept hearing in my mind, Roth. And I was like, R-O-T-H? I mean, like, is this like a Jewish accountant? I'm not judging Jewish accountants. But I was like, I mean, is this like, what is it? And I had this image of this incredibly large vampire with long hair falling from a widow's peak, and wraparound black sunglasses, and leathers, and sort of tribal tattoo markings, and these daggers handled down on his chest. And so what I did was I kept seeing him, and then it was this engine that started to happen, and I started to see more things in the world and more people, and I saw Tor with his white streak. Well, no, actually, his white streak wasn't there yet. And I saw Zadist with his scar, and I saw Fury with his limp, and I saw John Matthews, a pre-trans, and I saw the fuck lash, and fucking Harris, and no, Harris is not getting a fucking book. And Fritz, every time Fritz would lean over, all of his face would fall, and his face would come back up. And so what I did was, I started to order, in a way that was logical, these scenes that I was showing, and I was seeing pictures from Torment's book, 10 Books On. So it became this sort of like, I had to sift through to figure out, like, okay, so is this 3 books on? Is this 4 books on? And the thing is so I wrote the first, bunch of chapters, which ironically, and I kid you not, ended on page 69. And then like this 50-page outline, and outlines, like, for submission, even if you're a published author, should be no more than like 8 or 10 pages. But I sent this like fucking book to New York, and my agent was like, it was like 50 pages of like world building and outlining, and I had detailed descriptions of all the characters and the words and the belief systems and the mythology and the species and how it all worked.
How long did that take before you had something complete to send to them?
2 weeks.
Get out of
No,
here.
I kid you not. I mean, it was the most extraordinary from like the creative point of view. And again, I don't see myself as creative because all I am is I'm not. And they say, well, how do I get my writing to a better place? And I think that you have to become your own editor. So I have to have a really clear perspective on my weaknesses as a writer, because I have them. I don't do the endings well, in case you haven't noticed. Like, I tend to rush through the ending because I'm like so relieved the book worked out. I'm like, oh, thank God! Yes, motherfucker! Yes! And like, so one of the things I want to like pay more attention to doing it. The other thing is that, I think some of the earlier books were kind of not balanced with the women as much, and I think I'm getting a little bit better at that as I go on. But I think you have to own what goes well and what doesn't go well, and not be afraid as an author to talk about it, because your readers still love you. They're still invested, but you always have to be honest.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I had all these questions about how do you keep a series alive over time, but when you thought of the whole series in 2 hours, apparently that's a relevant question, J.R. Ward. What other world are you going to invent before bedtime tonight? But I will ask you this. So a lot of the brothers came to you in that first verse, but not all of the brothers, right? Not every single one. What is the criteria for becoming a brother in your mind, creatively, even though you think you're a return to hoses.
Oh my God, it looks like a baby holding an apple.
I know.
The worst comment ever made in the movie, which naturally means I should bring it up here.
Yeah, totally. I've also heard Dora's liver fell out, but that's not as complimentary. Anyway, that gets silence. But literally, when you're thinking like, okay, I have this idea for a male character, I think maybe he's a brother.
No, just keep going.
You have no ideas.
I have no ideas.
You get no ideas.
No, I really don't. Like, so one of the things that was fascinating to me was when Core showed up. And Throw, and like I had no idea where we were going to go with them. And one of the things that I always do is I know, like, the coffins in the garage mean something. And I know if I see something like Boo, the cat, I knew, like, this fucking cat keeps showing up in the scenes.
Right.
And I was like, what is this? And it was
Right.
the Scribe Virgin, and I didn't find out until 5 months later what it was. But I knew if I see a symbol or something over and over again, I know at some future time it's going to mean something.
But that's an important thing, and I think that's an important skill that you have, because I think there are a lot of writers that would censor that. And they would say, I'm not bringing in the cat unless I can figure out what the cat is about. And if they weren't, and I think it's also the joy of committing to a series where you can like, okay, I'm going to bring this in now, and I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be, so I'm not going to force a crappy answer just to have an answer in this book.
I mean, irony for me is I'm a real control freak, so to surrender completely to what is in my head is completely antithetical to everything that is my personality.
Well, this is the place where you can do it then, right? You know, your book's in the place where you
Well, I have 3 workstations in my house.
Yeah.
I sit at my desk. I have another workstation in another room that's like a comfy chair. And then I'll sometimes go and sit, because the thing is now that I'm old, like I can't sit. I used to be able to sit for 6 hours in one position and like be like, oh, I'm got it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I got it.
Hold on, I gotta get the video here. Yeah, Mom, look, the other baby probably was good.
And then I write, and we're right around. So, and my kid goes to school, and I send her off to school, and then I usually have a little business meeting around 9 in the morning. I talk to my research assistant around 8:30, 8:15, and then I usually go for a run. You know, I'm really into athletics, and and then I just write, and I usually do take about a 40-minute nap in the afternoon, and then I go back and I write until about 6. And that's what every day of the week looks like for me.
Every day of the week, no weekends.
No, I work through weekends, I don't like vacations, I don't,
Do you don't?
I literally have no B plan, okay? Like, there's like, that's all I got.
Do you need one though? It looks like it's working out.
My A plan has been fairly successful.
Yeah.
But the train could be over at any time, and I think that's part of what keeps me focused, is that I'm so incredibly, powerfully grateful that what showed up in my head and the way I translated is something that has reached all of these wonderful people. It's extraordinary. And like, I had like authors who are famous who wanted me to sign things for them today. And I was like, I keep expecting there to be someone who's important standing behind me that they actually want to talk to, because I still can't believe that any of this has happened.
Right.
And I'm still really grateful for it,
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful for it.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Before you were published. Do a funny thing again. We need a pose for later. Okay, so we're getting close to wrap up time, so I want to do a special thing. This questionnaire. It's not the Chris questionnaire, it's the Chris questionnaire, because I wrote my own questions, because I think the Chris questionnaire ones get a little boring.
No, so do not ask me what fucking tree I am.
No, I don't think that's on there. Is that on there? What tree are you? No, it's like, what do you want to hear when you get to heaven? But I'm not going to ask you that, because we're not talking about heaven.
You'd be like, wrong fucking place, get down. And I'm like, you'd be like, hey,
Absolutely. All right, so the point of this
Right.
is that you cannot overthink your answers, because we only have 10 minutes left before we're actually going to do a photo with all the authors. That's my reminder for you guys to go on stage when we're done, but we're not done yet,
Okay.
Ms. Ward. So I'm not going to time you, but I'm going to nag you if you take too long to answer, all right? The first question is this: if you had to spend the rest of your life on a desert island with one of the following, who would it be? Rage, Zadist, Vicious, or Quinn? Because sometimes a girl needs a break. Zadist! So Zadist wins. Alright. Fill in the blank. If J.R. Ward is not writing, she is...
Nothing.
You'll have something. Dig deep.
I would say running.
Running.
Okay. If you had to go the rest of your life without one of the following two things, which one could you eliminate? Coffee or rap music?
It's really good. I
No.
I said rap music.
Rap
I
music.
can't do without coffee.
No.
But right now, I picture myself on a desert island, okay, with my favorite meal and a pair of running shoes, a cup of coffee, and Lawrence fucking Welk in the background. That's like the good news and bad news of like eternity.
Yeah, that is really bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Stuck on an island with Lawrence Welk. And Davis, though.
That's it.
He'll distract you. Fill in the
I'm
blank.
gonna have to ask you to pick up that coconut now, son. Let's go right over there. Just bend right over. Coconut. Yes. In an office situation, we use a pencil.
Yeah. Fill in the blank.
Oh my god, that's the worst thing ever. Hashtag me too.
He's your character. He doesn't exist. Fill in the blank. The only thing sexier than the Brothers of the Black Dagger Brotherhood is, and you can't say your husband.
Okay, my editor's like, firefighters.
Yes. Available next week.
Oh, it's available at the conference.
And available at the
By the way, they're
conference.
sold out, so they have to go back and get more.
They're sold out of consumed. The blank can be anything. It doesn't have to be. Are you saying is firefighters your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not here to make you uncomfortable.
That's a little late for that. I knew I'd made you more uncomfortable though.
Yeah, well, uncomfortable's relative. I was expecting. If you could live anywhere in the world other than upstate New York or the South, where would it be?
Harry Winston in Chicago, Worth Avenue.
Inside of Harry
Yes,
Winston.
literally, with my fucking coffee and Lawrence fucking Welk. Fucking fireman, in case she gets on fur.
You just been starting fires to get a fireman.
Well, we got nothing else to do with
It's that author who lives with a hot vampire inside Harry Winston again. We're gonna put that out. Might be real this time. All right, if you could
There's like a
remove.
little part of me that's like, can we just keep this whole thing between us?
Yeah. Can everyone stop live streaming?
I have to actually, I know this is, okay, fuck all y'all. I would eliminate poverty. Because I think poverty is such a, I mean, it leads to so many different problems. So I would say that.
Okay, wonderful. And that's why I'll be voting J.R. Ward for president. Please tweet about it immediately.
Actually, I just want to be Lil Wayne's vice president.
We should talk about this. Maybe have a meeting before next year. If you had to go the rest of your life, and I thought of this question this afternoon when I was hanging out with
Was
you.
this where you were like the brownies and the weed question?
No brownies, no weed, but close. If you had to go the rest of your life without ever wearing one of the following garments,
Oh, shit.
which one would you pick?
Well, I'm flat chested, so bro.
Wait, no, there are choices.
Oh.
Think she's Bruce. Sweatpants, underwear, or socks. You can't wear. You have to pick one that you could never wear again. Big opinions about this one. There you go. Air conditioning in here.
Alright, so right now I'm picturing myself in Harry Winston with the coffee, running shoes, Lawrence Welk in the background, lighting fires with a fireman.
I'm starting to see how the whole world came to you in 2 hours.
Well, see, technically, if you got rid of the socks, you could make socks out of the sweatpants.
I think that's not how the question is. This is a totally ridiculous, preposterous question. You just have to go with them.
I guess I would say underwear, but I don't like that answer.
Okay. Underwear. You've heard it here, folks. Here, J.R. Ward hates underwear. He suffers off immediately. time.
So I'm actually a very modest person. So.
Okay, sure, girl. Whatever. Yeah, super modest. Well, you know, I think, unfortunately, and I mean this seriously, that is all the time we have.
Well, I just want to thank everyone for coming.
Yeah, absolutely.